Hey guys, it's Tony, and I can finally bring you a gameplay. After, what was it, week and a half? I've just been doing nothing but sleeping and gonna work over the past 2 weeks. I am really sorry about that, guys. Really sorry. And if my voice starts to spike every so often in the gameplay, it's because I'm not wearing my actual headset. Yeah, I actually use a headset to record my commentaries, so I don't use a microphone or out of the like. There's no space for it on my desk, so it's much easier just to use my Turtle Beach PX21 headset. So that's what I use. But today I'm bringing you a ACR gameplay. Just going for MOAB, Modern Warfare 3. It's been a while. I love Modern Warfare 3. Definitely, in my opinion, one of the best Call of Duties. But a lot of people hate it. I don't care. I love this game. But what I want to go over a bit is the fact of independence. Now, yesterday was, if you're watching it today, yesterday was Independence Day in America, and happy Independence Day to any American watching, or perhaps if anyone stumbled across this video, happy Independence Day for yesterday. I would have done this video yesterday, but I was at work from 1 while 9, so I really didn't get up early. I'm a student. Students don't understand what mornings are, but anyway, I've lost my train of thought. Anyway, independence. I want to go over this topic because people, I think, overlook it a little bit. Because to become independent, you need to do your own thing in your own time, and you maybe have to go against other people, against their wishes or against their way of looking at certain situations. All these things, like, they add up basically. And what I was thinking was, I'd say I'm quite an independent person. Right? I'm one of the shyest guys you'll ever meet. I don't speak out of line unless I feel completely necessary to. I.e., I'm getting blamed for something that's not my fault, or maybe it's just something that I think I need to get into this conversation and try and stop it as much as possible. Try and divert, say, the topic of the conversation, because half the time that's pretty much the only times I speak. Just trying to stop certain conversations from happening, and I think people overlook that. They overlook it a lot because it's not actually often that people will admit to the fact that they are wrong, or they admit to the fact that what they're thinking is wrong, or just the way they're acting. Because my sort of independence, I try to be independent as much as possible if I'm with my friends. I try and keep to myself. I try and look at things a little bit differently. But it's all fun and games. In the end, it's you're with your friends. You can kick back, you can relax. You can rely a little bit on them. But if they're not there, then what do you do? If you're I'm gonna call it like a sticker, for example, i.e. you can't do anything without your friends being there, sort of thing. If you're someone like that, and no offense to anyone who is, if you're watching this, you are going to be less likely to develop in certain situations in the future. Now, I'm not saying that you're never going to adapt. I'm not saying that. If anyone here watching this, I do apologise if I'm offending you. But yeah, it's nothing to do with anything like that. Don't worry. It just means that you are more reliant on other people than you would be normally. I think that's a fair enough thing. I was like that. I was the mutest of the mute. Like, let me give you some. Let me give you an idea, right? In my group of friends, right, that I go to college with, it's about, off the top of my head, about 20. We all sit in a group, and we've got what I call circles. Now, me and my friend were debating this years ago, right? Like 4 years ago, I think it was. I think it was 4 years ago. When would it have been? No, that's a lie. What am I on about? About a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I don't know why I thought 4 years. Anyway, but about a year and a half ago. And the more I was thinking about independence, the more it reminded me of this conversation. Right, we've got circles, right? Everyone runs around in their own circles. You do your own thing. You got your own band of friends. Your friends do their own thing. You interact with them a certain way. All this sort of stuff. And we agreed that the populars are in the middle, i.e., obviously we are not the popular group, right? I hate populars. That's a different commentary for a different day. But with the popular ones in the group, i.e., mainly the couples and just maybe friends we've known for a long time. So I'd say there's about 5 or 6 couples that we hang around with, and they're in the middle. They're in the middle of the conversation. They get quite a lot of conversation going around them. Asking about I don't even know. So I don't even know why but you know what I mean, right? They get the majority of the attention. Then we got the middle ones. So the people in the middle of the circle, let's say like the outer circle, not the furthest one, just like, yeah, you know what I mean. But the people in that range, they can talk to, they can come into the conversation into the people in the middle if they like, or they can stay around, stay out a little bit, and just try and help out. But they can talk to other people as well, so they can go to different groups and talk to them, i.e., like me in the furthest out circle, or they can go back in because they're popular in both areas. Whereas, so that one probably gives you the best chance of being independent, because you can interact with both forms of society. That's probably the best one, I'd say. But for me and a few of my friends, and we were debating this, we are on the furthest outmost circle, right? Basically, we don't interact much at all, right? But our friends know this, right? They know that we're quiet people. They know that we don't like to get into group conversations, and we don't like, all this sort of stuff. They know that, so they still respect us. I mean, the majority of people I hang around with, well, actually, only 2 people. I only hang around with 2 people I know from primary school now, and they're both my best friends. And we're just gonna it just depends, you know what I mean? Because times change, people's independence changes. I think people are becoming a lot more reliant now. And because I'm in the outermost bit, I'd say I'm fairly independent. I can melt away, so to speak, into the background and just listen, and then try and think of a different approach to it, or I can just walk away altogether. I can do that. I'm a fairly independent person. I don't like to be reliant on other people. If people, start offering me things or offering to help, I will only accept it if necessary, because I don't like it. I feel like a burden. But that's enough of that, guys. That's actually quite a serious commentary. I did want to actually go over that in quite a bit of detail, and I think I have. Might have been a little bit confusing for you, but I'm sorry. And for those of you who have been subscribed to my channel for a while, you will notice that the last few minutes was my fastest MOAB in Modern Warfare 3. I just thought you'd might recognise that a bit. So I really hope you enjoyed, guys. It was a 66 and 5 gameplay with the ACR. I really hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Cheers, guys.